Hi, this is Craig, and this is a quick video tour of my 1989 300 SE, which is for sale currently on bringatrailer.com. What I thought I'd do is just do a tour of the car to give you a sense of some of the details and minor imperfections that didn't quite show up in the pictures that are already submitted to the listing. As you can see, overall the body is in excellent shape. It's all original panels, all straight, all the shut lines on the car are correct. What I really love about this car is the paint colour, the 929 nautical blue. It's really beautiful, so it sort of changes colour depending on the light that you see it in. It can be a kind of electric blue in some light, more of a kind of navy blue in others, sometimes hints of aquamarine or even purple. As far as I can tell, everything on the body is original. There's no signs of any paintwork, no overspray, a few minor imperfections, but overall it shows really nicely for a 30-year-old car. The build date on this car is August 1989, so it's about to celebrate its 30th birthday next year, and quite frankly I think it looks pretty good for a 30-year-old. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the minor imperfections in the body. So there's a scratch here, rock chip here. All of the flaws that I'm pointing out are just from everyday driving, mostly just little rock chips from debris in the road from when I'm driving the car. There's a bit of a scuff on the bumper here, on the corner. It's very minor. There's a slight dink in the trunk lid. See if I can capture that. It's very minor. On the rear bumper, there are a couple of little scratches here from parking the car in DC, and unfortunately the primer underneath the paint is yellow, and when the paint gets scratched off, unfortunately it reveals this little slightly unsightly mark. I've just learned to live with it since the car is street parked in DC. There's a slight dink here. Some rock chipping here. A scratch here. There's a little dink there on the fender. Rock chip here. I did wash the car yesterday and wax it. It's got a little dust on it just from sitting out on the street today, but it's mostly as it was yesterday. So the wheels are in good shape. These are 15-inch manhole cover wheels as they're known. They came from the factory painted silver, and over time these wheels can slightly lose their lacquer. And what you can see here, for example, is just the beginnings of the lacquer giving out on the paint on the wheels. I find that it's not serious enough to warrant any kind of repainting of the wheels. What I tend to do is just to spray wax on the wheels, the same wax that I use to wax the body, and that tends to keep the wheels looking nice, but really not bad at all. Let's have a look at the interior now. So it's got a cream beige leather interior. It's practically mint inside. It really does look like a new car. The door cards are all perfect shape. The caps with the wood, all the buttons work. It's really comfortable back here. These are old school hand-sprung seats, so they're really comfortable. So the carpet mats, so when I bought the car, they had it had aftermarket beige mats in the front and no mats in the back. I wanted OEM Mercedes mats, so what I did was I bought a set of OEM mint condition mats from someone on Ben's World, but they were Palomino, so they're a darker date color than the rest of the beige interior. But I actually like the contrast, and you can see the beige carpet is fine underneath. On the back shelf, you've got a little cubby hole up here. There's nothing in it. And then in here is the factory Mercedes-Benz first aid kit that is still sealed in there. These little cool little retro looking dome lights in the back. Rear climate control vents. So, a gauge cluster with nice bright needles. Sometimes when you see these cars for sale that have lived in humid climates, you get like mold or whatever inside the gauge cluster. But the gauge cluster on this one looks brand new. So this storage box, the latch on here is slightly broken, so it's supposed to lock, but it doesn't. There's a little bit of cracking in this wood veneer around the gear shifter. A little bit of a scratch on the ashtray here. The original Becker radio works fine. I'll even include in the sale the tape adapter that I've been using to listen to my iPhone. Climate control panel, all the push buttons work properly, all the switchgear works fine. The automatic climate control functions properly. And it's always struck me as odd that the dial has temperatures in Celsius and not Fahrenheit, even on a US spec car, but there you go. This is just a bit of leftover glue. So there was an iPhone holder here, and when I took it off, it left a bit of adhesive behind. So what I'm going to do is get a bit of goo gone, and I should be able to get that off. I don't think that's going to be a problem. The sliders all work for the climate control. There's no glove box as such. Instead, you have this passenger side airbag and a little storage tray underneath it instead. The controls for the power seats on the door. So let's start it up. The car's been sitting for about 20 minutes, so this is going to be a warm start. Starts fine on the button. Even the LCD external temperature display works, which sometimes you see on these is gone. The sliding sunroof works fine. Front seats are in excellent condition. The passenger seat looks basically brand new. The armrest locks into position properly. The driver's seat has a little bit of creasing in it and a little bit of wear on the bolster. But other than that, it looks brand new. They're very comfortable. It's the VIN plate. So let's have a look at the engine. See it idling. I did give the engine bay a bit of a wipe down. It was very dusty. I replaced the hood pad. There should be a plastic shroud covering the spark plug leads, and I have the shroud. The tab that it connects into on the suppressor housing is broken, but I bought a new suppressor housing, which is just a piece of plastic really, and then I'll put the shroud back on and it will clip into place properly. The chrome trim is excellent. There's a slight bit of bubbling here in the chrome. Everything else is great. Let's put the lights on.